Ernesto Guevara de la Serna was born in Rosario, Argentina. He was of Spanish-Irish descent. Guevara's mother, Celia de la Serna, and his father, Ernesto Guevara Lynch, were of middle class. They were liberal, anti-Nazi, and were not very religious. In 1951 and 1952, Guevara traveled through Argentina, Chile, and all the way to Venezuela and to Miami, where he had to turn around due to immigration authorities. In 1953, Guevara graduated from the University of Buenos Aires as a doctor. During his time, he read about Stalin and Mussolini. However, he did not join radical student organizations. This is when Guevara first met his wife, Hilda, who was an exiled Peruvian Marxist. The CIA overthrew the Guatemalan government in 1954. This is when Guevara radicalized and became convinced that the only way to bring change was by a violent revolution. After this, he went to Mexico and worked at a local hospital and taught at the National University. In 1955, Guevara met Fidel Castro in Mexico during the Cuban Revolution. A year later, Guevara joins the 26th of July revolutionary movement, which was led by Castro. Guevara originally joins as a medic, however, he trains with the revolutionaries in guerrilla warfare techniques. In December, he joins the attack against the Batista regime. This attack resulted in the death or capture of most of the revolutionaries. After this, Guevara becomes Castro's chief lieutenant. This is where he begins to believe in hatred as a powerful revolutionary force. Soon after, in 1957, Guevara is made as a commander in one of the largest guerrilla columns. Guevara is moving up quickly in the chain of command. In 1959, he is declared Cuban-born and marries his second wife, Alida, who fought with him during the insurgency. Together, they had 4 children. Guevara soon becomes interested in the prosecutions of former members of the Batista Bureau for repression of communist activities. In February of 1961, Guevara is appointed Minister of Industry in the Cuban government. He steps down from the president of the National Bank. While in this position, he reduces rents and places controls on the accumulation of private capital. Outputs are increased while imports are reduced, and the tax burden is shifted upper and middle class income earners. It is not until 1964 when Guevara's economic policies caused tension in the Cuban government because he wanted to carry the revolution into parts of Latin America and to Africa. In April of 1965, Guevara tells Castro he's stepping down from all of his official positions and his Cuban nationality. About a year later, Guevara returns to Cuba in March, but quickly travels to become a leader of the communist guerrilla movement, attempting to overthrow the country's military government. On October 8th, Guevara is wounded in the foot and captured. The next day, Guevara is executed. His last words are reported to be, "I know you've come to kill me. Shoot me, coward. You are only going to kill a man." Guevara was buried in an unmarked grave and was not found for another 30 years when the Bolivian general revealed his location. In 2000, Times magazine names Guevara as one of the most 100 influential people of the 20th century.